So, I've had a little time, got the whole mess cleaned up, took a nice shower. You got carton of bags over your head, you gotta do that. But I really feel like, that was just really a bad payment. I really didn't talk about why we lost. So, here's my crow to the Cowboy fans. First off, shout out to the CNS, the entire Cowboys fan base. Duke Bothers, Mosh, Simon, saw you comment in my video this week. Congratulations. And Cowboys face and Miss Cowboys face. Bet payment was for you. You make a bet, you pay a bet. That's where that's one of the ways that you earn respect on here. One of the ways that you can earn respect on here. First bet that I ever made, being a part of this community. And you know what? I lost it. I had to pay it. But let's talk about the final score. 43-3. It's the worst point margin that we've lost by in 17 years. I mean, it was a few months before I was born, I think, that we lost that bad. So, I mean, it was the worst Falcons loss that I've ever seen. And I think the only good thing is that, I went to Hooters for a part of the game. Then, once, it was over, went to the store to get some eggs, I wanted to really get the eggs fresh, wasn't going to use the ones already in my fridge. I was going to use the ones that fresh from the store. So, went to the store, got some eggs, and then cracked them over my head, 12 eggs, it sucked, but I had to do it. And as far as this game, many Falcons fans will say, well, why did we lose this game? Here's the reason why we lost this game. It looked like we never even prepared for the game. I don't know if it was we actually wanted to lose or we just never prepared or what, but the Cowboys were really in full control from that game from the kickoff. They were. They were in full control. Because very first drive, they go down, score a touchdown. And then our first drive on offense, we were actually looking pretty good. We were getting Kyle Pitts involved. But ultimately, we settled for a field goal in the fucking red zone. I think we were inside the 10-yard line. I think we were. We settled for a field goal. So it's 7-3. But then you want to hit, which this next drive really was probably, the most glimmer of hope throughout the game when Grady stuffed Zeke on that one play, and then we got the 3 and out. The only 3 and out that really mattered. Then the very next play, we get into Cowboys territory, and we're in field goal range, but we're nowhere close to the red zone or inside the 10. And we decide to go for it on 4th and 7, but we opted not to go for it on 4th and 7 when we were in the fucking red zone. That just shows you right there. Oh, and we failed it. Then the Cowboys went out their next drive, went for it on 4th down. They got it, and then they scored a touchdown, and it broke the game open from there. And it was just a total disgrace to watch. It was a disgrace to the game of football. It was a disgrace to the game of football. It wasn't, and yes, it was a disgrace, for this team. It was a disgrace, it was a disgrace for the game of football. Let's put it this way. It was a disgrace to the game of football that we went out there and we just shitted the bed. I think we put a new term today in shitting the bed. I really do. And you know what? Another thing is a lot of these guys like Fabian Moreau and Mike Davis. I mean, all the free agents that we signed this offseason will not be on this team next year with the exception of maybe Cordero Patterson. Maybe. We don't know how much money he'll want. And we don't know if he'll want to stay with a team that Honestly, we don't know where this team is going to go, which gets me to the next point. Where do we go from here? And what I say, the only place to go is up. We have reached rock bottom. We thought we reached rock bottom in week 1. No. We reached rock bottom here. And you do look at it. We're 4-5. We are only going to be a half game back in the NFC playoff picture. Although we probably shouldn't really even be fucking talking about playoffs right now. Because how we played out there, we might be lucky to win another game all year. If we keep playing like that. But you know what? We're not going to keep playing like that. If we do end up keep playing like that, something went horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. But we're not going to keep playing like that. And I think that this short week, I think it gives us an opportunity to put this game behind us like right now. It gives us an opportunity to say, you know what? We got our ass whooped. It's in the history books. So we just got to go out and we got to play better on all aspects of the damn game. That's what we have to do on Thursday night. And I'll be there. I'll be there live in Mercedes-Benz Stadium watching the game. I'm not going to be like one of these Falcons fans that are going to go sell their tickets because I don't want to watch the team. No. I ride with this team 365, 366 on a leap year. 24/7. There isn't a day that I go thinking about the Atlanta Falcons. I really even can't do that. I mean, there's this flag behind me. There's that right there. I mean, my teams, my sports teams, I'm so happy as hell that the Braves won a World Series. I really am. But the Falcons, the love that I have for them is a special love. Which is why, seeing losses like this, it's fucking embarrassing. But you know what? I'm glad that we're on a short week. Because we get to put this game behind us. This game that we couldn't get anything going. Offense, defense, Koo was able to go out and kick one field goal. So we had a blocked fucking punt too. That's another thing. We had a blocked punt. So, I mean, nothing went right for us. Nothing. Matt Ryan throws 2 interceptions. Honestly, that might be the worst game of Matt Ryan's whole career. It really might. I mean, looking at the standpoint from, the 2 interceptions, he barely got over 100 yards, went 9 for 21, I think. That was probably one of the worst games of his career. But you know what? When nothing else is clicking around him, and nothing else is clicking around guys like Grady and A.J. Terrell on this defense, what can they do? What can they do? Football is a team sport. So when one guy is not pulling their load, it throws everything off. But shout out to all the Cowboy fans. Shout out to y'all. And you know what? I love this short week. I love this short week because hopefully, the Falcons just put this behind them and look forward to Thursday night against a Patriots team that is pretty hot, feeling pretty good about themselves. Falcons can go back and to this short week and we can play our asses off on Thursday night. Hopefully. Because if we go out like how we did today on Thursday, we'll get our asses kicked again. But you know what? It will be better. It will get better. We have reached our low point, and now we got to go up. But shout out to all the Cowboy fans, and I'm out.